Hello everybody, my name is Starcraft and I am here bringing you a commentary on how to beat difficult to beat strategies. So, if you're having trouble with a specific strategy, you can just let me know. I might try to find some games that I can play with and show you how to actually, manage those rushes or, cheese or anything that's kind of hard and difficult to deal with. So here, what I'm going to do for my first video, I'm going to start with a PvP and a fort gate push and how to, handle it and stop it and hopefully win it. So here, as you can see myself, Adjudicator, I am starting as a Protoss, and here at the other side of the base, at the map, my opponent is Zerg, who is also Protoss, but, named Zerg for some reason. Standard opening, nothing crazy, pylon, we got probes, and as you can see, this map's scrap station. You have that really long distance with the Cell Naga tower here that can be sometimes critical when you're in the later mid games. You're trying to push to your opponent, It's essential to see if there's an expansion going down here or if there's an attack coming or anything down. So as you can see, we cross paths here, a little pros saying high-five to each other. Another thing in scrap station, for those newer players who don't know, you have these destructible rocks, as you can see here, 2000 life. These can be destroyed and give, they pretty much cut half down of the travel distance from one base to the other. So looking here at my base, it looks like my opponent's going to go for his gas steal, which, oh, double gas steal apparently. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Personally, this is what's going to happen right now. When I see a double gas steal or just a gas steal, I say, okay, you know what, screw everything, I'm going with 4-gate rush, right? Because that's so hard and it's almost kind of cheesy, but not really, because it's not leaving you hindered in any way. Like, your economy does not take a hit when you do a 4-gate rush. So let's take a look at my opponent's base over here. He's going with a regular gateway opening, no second pylon yet. Oh, here it goes. No gas yet either, so I retreated my probe because I know I want to be getting as many minerals as possible. So as you can see here, I'm going for a second gateway already, and already have my first zealot sent to the base, to the entrance of my opponent's base. Now, it used to be in Starcraft that you could just rally somewhere and the units would move there. Now they don't, they just move there, so I don't want to do it too far in there because, if he starts putting down zealots or something, they won't start attacking until they actually reach the end of the rally point. So my zealot's coming in its way. I mean, this is pretty early, it's not super crazy early, but I've got 2 gateways, more zealots pumping. These gases, I'm not even bothering to take them out, as you can see. Still producing probes, bringing down the pylons and everything. So let's take a look at my opponent's base. Now, my opponent knows what's going on. Like, he sees that I'm not even taking out the gas, so he's done the smart thing. This is what you really want to do. If you know that someone's going to rush you and you're not going to be prepared as a Protoss, you want to start putting down cannons. So look what he's done here. He's trapped this cannon here in between his cybernetics core and his forge. And look at my zealot. He's trying to get to it, but he can't because there's only 1 hex of space here and 1 hex of space here that he can get through. So yeah, I've managed to hit him a couple times, but look, he's used all his probes to kill my zealot, and you should never be afraid to do that. Sometimes, when you have a Reaper in your base, you don't want to be using your probe or a Hellion or anything like that, but when you got like a zealot or something like that, and it's early and you don't have any other means, you might as well use your probes. He probably pulled a little bit too many. He probably could have pulled about half of as many he's pulled. So he's got a zealot, another cannon going down here because he knows. Let's look at my base here. He knows 1, 2. He can see all 4 gateways that I'm building. So one thing I probably should have done is build these somewhere farther out so that he wouldn't have been able to see them so easily. Now, I've still got zealots. Let's see, I got 3 zealots coming here, but look at this. There's already 2 cannons waiting for me, and that zealot there just, being in the way. That's all he wants because he knows I want to take out these cannons. And it is critical for me to take out those cannons because it is the only thing stopping me from just overwhelming his base with zealots. Now, I was producing zealots here a little while ago. Sorry, I probably should have had that production tab up. But I stopped. I canceled all of these, and I said, oh, this is not going to work, because I've only got 2 zealots backing up, 1 here coming in the back, another one way back here, and, these were barely starting, so it would have taken me forever to actually get there, and by that time, he probably would have added another cannon. See, he's already adding a 3rd cannon, and, yeah, 2 gateways, and he's actually pumped out a Void Ray. And I knew this was coming. Let's look back at my base. See, here I'm desperate because I have not picked up a single bit of gas. I have 0 gas here, guys. So I try to fast expand so I could get these 2 gas and these 2 gas as fast as possible, and I'm pumping probes. You know, I've stopped making zealots because they're not going to be used to me. I know those void rays are coming. I haven't seen them, but I just know it because any good player would do that. So I'm trying to rush the gas so I can start, you know, massing stalkers, and just as I think I'm about to get it done, you know, here's the void ray knocking my base and taking out my pollen, and I just know there's no way I'm coming back from this because he's gonna take out my nexus, and you know I'm barely gonna have a couple of stalkers. And let's see, actually, wow, in hindsight, I actually could have probably stayed because this was actually I think on his part was a mistake. You know, he made 5 cannons, and he has 1 void ray. I don't know. I mean, it's very. Yeah, my second nexus is not even ready, and you know my first gas is only coming out. He just has to focus fire these gas, and that's it. That's GG for me anyway. So, yeah, as you guys can see, when you have a 4-gate push as a PvP, if you're a Protoss coming up against you, don't panic. Don't do anything crazy. Don't, you know, like try to attack with your probes only or rush zealots. Make a couple of cannons. Get a defensive stance. Try to play the defendant's advantage because the other person's the aggressor. He's gonna have a harder time, you know, surrounding your buildings. You can get the positioning right that you want. Like this cannon, this was critical right here. If he had not done this, that cannon would probably had gone down because I would have gone straight with it with all my zealots, and it would have probably gone down, and he probably would have lost the game. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any other requests for strategies. Give me comments, subscribe, or anything, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and have a good day.